Hi there, Rangers, and welcome to another Dino Charge Hiatus video. It's another ranking week, and as you can see, this one's going to be a doozy. Coins, crystals, sunglasses, phones. The morphing grid has the power, but almost every team has needed some kind of morpher in order to access it. Those morphers have changed pretty significantly from year to year, so this list could generate quite a bit of debate. 19 morphers were up to be ranked, but for once, Dino Charge is a part of that list, as we can judge its morpher now. It's Alien Rangers that drops out, as they didn't seem to have a morpher, they just kind of morphed on their own. Rules in place? It's morpher time! Number 10, Rescue Morphers. I like how the Rescue Morphers unlock, and also how they throw out that energy that forms around the Rangers to make their suits. Also, I really like wrist-mounted morphers. Where these ones lose points is that they don't seem to do much else. I think they might have been used as a communicator, but that was probably it. So these morphers open up the list at number 10. Number 9, Dino Thunder Morpher. Of the 3 Dino-themed morphers, these ones were the most, well, Dino. Colorful faceplates, mouths that open, and the ability to control other Zords with transforming faceplates all made these morphers pretty sweet. An interesting note about these morphers is that the last Ranger to appear in a season usually gets a different morpher. However, in Dino Thunder, Trent basically had the same morpher as the other 3. It was Tommy, the 4th Ranger to appear, that got the different one. Number 9. Number 8, Wind and Thunder Morphers. So these morphers bring up an interesting point of discussion. I said that this list was for core morphers only, so why am I including the Thunder Morphers? Ninja Storm was clearly a 3 + 2 = 5 situation, with a true 6th Ranger coming on down the road. Cam's morpher was quite different from the others, further supporting that distinction. These morphers used a disc system that was quite reminiscent to MMPR's Power Coins. I loved how the Wind Rangers spun their discs to morph, and the Thunder Morpher's Beetle Wings opening was pretty neat too. These ones also lose some points in the what else does it do column, you know, does it have any games? But they were great as 8 anyway. Number 7, Legendary Morpher. Hold the, phone. Something from Super Megaforce made a top 10? Well, it would have been really hard for the show to mess this up. A pirate-themed cell phone that used tiny figurines of Rangers that became keys. And it was also able to summon the Zords with the numerical code. Where this loses points is usage. Even though it functioned as a communicator, far too often the Megaforce Rangers would risk looking really weird talking into a giant face morpher as opposed to something that actually looks like a phone. That drags it down to number 7. Number 6, SPD Morpher. These are, without a doubt, your best friend. The opening down police badge style is really one of the more creative morphing methods the show has seen. They are also judgment scanners, to quote Kat once again, determining guilt or innocence so the Rangers can just focus on containing guilty baddies. And they might just help you find out who got that last slice of chocolate cake. Number 6. Number 5, Mystic Morpher. This week, the clean break goes right down the middle. I love the Mystic Morphers. They are extremely functional, as basically anything the Rangers do is associated with a spell code that is entered into the morpher. They are also the perfect mixture of past and present, magical world, and human world. The wands that Udana wanted to give the Rangers were very inconspicuous, so transforming them into phones helped the Rangers blend in the normal world and still have access to their powers. I wonder if Harry Potter ever wished his wand was a phone. I guess these morphers lose a little bit because they were another cell phone morpher, which was starting to get a little bit old at this point, but they still pulled it off so well that they're number 5. Number 4, Astro Morpher. A morpher so cool that it was literally worked into the opening theme song. It's another wrist-mounted morpher, and it just fit very well with the whole futuristic space technology theme. Like Linkara, I like morphers that open up or have moving parts, so that little click flip of the cover was always a cool moment. It is a little ironic that this morpher didn't land at spot number 3 or spot number 5, but right in the middle of the two at number 4. Number 3, Zeonizer. I've said before that a lot of Zeo seems inspired by being a new start for the show, and the morphers definitely qualify. Now, before anyone says it was just the Sentai Morpher, remember that we've seen original morphers on the show before. Working around the Sentai Morpher is not really difficult. The Zeonizer is this complicated two-part intersecting morpher that implies something of an expert level. It's just complicated, tricky technology. But that same thing holds it back a little bit because it's kind of unclear what it does, what it represents, how it works. It holds the power of the Zeo crystal, but how? Where? Morpher number 3, Zeo! Alright kids, it's time for everyone's favorite part of the top 10 list. That's right, recapping the list before revealing the final 2. And unlocking goo flingin' wonder, the Rescue Morpher is number 10. The Dino Thunder Morpher powers up to number 9. Ninja Storm, Thunderstorm, number 8 form, ha! The Legendary Morpher unlocks the number 7 spot. The SPD Morpher is guilty of being number 6. 555 is a common writer, but is it also the spell code the Mystic Morpher used to be number 5? The Astro Morpher is number 4. The Zeonizer links up to form number 3. Haven't we just been waiting for a top 10 list to do this? The remaining 2 morphers on the list are the first and to date the last. That's right, it's the Power Morpher versus the Dino Charge Morpher. Which one of these morphers landed at the top spot on the list? Number 2, Dino Charge Morpher. This was harder than you might think because the Dino Charge Morpher is a great morpher. And I'm not just saying that because you're helping my reviews, Dino Gun. This really is a great morpher, the first core team gun morpher we've seen on the show. It uses a very creative loaded by battery system, which allows the team to not only morph, but use a variety of fossil-powered abilities. It also serves as a weapon outside of being morphed, which not many other morphers do. But yes, yes, let us bow to the past and honor nostalgia once again. Number 1, Power Morpher. How can you not love these things? One of, if not the only, buckle morphers we've had on the show, which by the way is likely because the Super Sentai series avoids using them because the Kamen Rider series primarily uses belts to transform. These shiny little tech wonders use coins, powered by ancient animals, and then not so ancient animals, to power up and transform the original Ranger team. But Sean, you sputter, it fails the doing other stuff contest. This is absolutely true. The Dino Charge Morpher does a lot more, but I'm just sucked in by the nostalgia this time. This is just such a neat, fun, solid little morpher powered by a fun little coin system. Oh man. Can you imagine if Zyuranger and Mighty Morphin Power Rangers were made today? There would be coins for everything. Collect them all. But anyway, the Power Morpher was the first, and it is still the best. Number 1. Alright, it's time to reveal the viewer's choice for Best Morpher, and since I've been teasing out this video a little while, pick a couple of channels to do channel shoutouts for. Once again, I'm close to knowing what you guys like, but not quite there. Yep, for another week, your number 1 was my number 2. With 2 votes, the Dino Charge Morpher wins the Viewer's Choice Award. Our first channel shoutout goes to Patrick Chirico. He seems to just be starting out, making short videos that show off Power Rangers toys and other things, so take a look. The second goes to Eric Chang. Eric seems to do short Vine-style videos about random things. Seems kind of fun though, so take a look, and thanks for the votes. Alright, I'm really looking forward to next week's video as it's going to cover a topic that is near and dear to my heart. You know, this could almost be another top 10 ranking video, except that there haven't quite been enough of these to make a solid list. So next week is going to just be a discussion video as I talk about Power Rangers and video games. What are some of the best Power Rangers video games? What's been wrong with the bad ones? What does a Power Rangers video game need in order to be good? How should Saban brands handle video games in this Neo-Saban era? But those are all questions for another day. This day is now done. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to click the like button. You know where that like button is. Also, if you're new here, make sure to toss a click at that subscribe button so you can see Ranger goodness every week. Also, this week I'm going to be experimenting with YouTube's new card system. That's that eye in a circle you see right about over here. You know how on the inslate of each of my videos I link to Almost Gaming, Almost Interesting, and my previous review. I'm going to be putting links to each of those videos in the cards, which is right here. Again, that circle with the I in it, the letter I, right about here. You can click that and all those will pop down and you can look through those. If that experiment turns out to be successful, I'll probably end up changing the inslate, referring to the videos being in the eye, and that'll allow me to put other information on the inslate that'll be a little more readable. In the comments down below, go ahead and let me know what you thought of my Morpher list, and while it's not a top 10 video, why don't you go ahead and let me know your favorite Power Rangers video game. Also, if there are any questions about Power Rangers video games that you'd like me to try to answer, go ahead and let me know. Until next time, may the power protect you.